Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. Today I am bringing you the For the Love of Homemade Kits layout share, and I'm going to go over what's left from my January kit. So I was able to make 4 layouts with my kit and I really don't have a lot left, so we'll quickly go through the layouts. So this one I made and I was able to use one of the die cuts, thickers, and some of the other embellishments, and one of the flare badges that I had put in my embellishments. And then I also used some Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and then my gold thicker or stickles that I used like enamel dots. And again, you can see how they dry flatter and just gold. I kind of like them. So this is layout number 1. I do have a process video for this. This is, I believe, was week 1. This one was week 2, and this would have been from Fort Macon. And again, just my basic go-to kind of layout, using a strip of paper at the bottom and then matting a cluster of photos. Usually I do like 3 with a journaling here or here, depending on what size photos, and you can switch it around. And again, I was able to use some thickers, some of my wood veneer, some of my puffy stickers, some of the tags and things from different sticker sheets. This was week 3, and again I used another of the flare badges, the cut-aparts that I had, more of the puffy stickers. I was able to use the pink alpha and just more of the scraps and pieces that I had in my kit. And the last layout I did, not my favorite, but again, it's done, and I used up a lot of the papers. And so this one was from a aquarium in North Carolina at Pine Knolls Shores, and I used up the last of my flare badges and some more bits and pieces and chipboard that I had, and again used some of the enamel dots and things on here. So that is my last of the layouts. Now what I had left over, I only used one of my 3 die cuts, but I'm happy that I at least got one of the die cuts on the paper. For the doilies, I had this little bit left and one other doily. I had 2 of the flare that were left that didn't get used up, and I didn't use any of, or did I use some twine? Hang on, let me look. Yeah, I didn't use any of the twine or the ribbon, so that's still, and we'll just go back in my stash. And then I have my glitter glue, still have tons of that. That'll go back in my stash. And then for paper, this is all I had left, and I actually pulled in additional paper. I pulled in a scrap of this gray. I used up part of this scrap of paper. This was all that was left of my floral. I used up some of the scrap of pink. I think it was just that one, and then this strip left. The blue chevron, that's all that's left of that. The one pattern paper, I just have these little bits left. I might keep the full pieces in an embellishment container, but the rest can be pitched. Little scrap of pink that will get pitched. I didn't use that. Again, more bits. These I might still keep, and I can put the ones that are cut out in the colored, with the colors. I have little iris containers of die cuts, and they can just get thrown in there. So this piece can go back in my scraps. And that's all the paper I have left, so everything got used. And like I said, I think I even pulled in, I know I pulled in the gray. And I might have pulled in some like white scraps too. So Not a lot pulled in, but still a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with what I have left. So for these, I didn't use any of these. Yeah. None of these got used, but that's okay. They were more like splash, play, fun. They were more pool type, and these, what I was scrapbooking was more beach. So it really didn't go, which is fine. I have others that they could be used on. So those go back in my stash. I did get a couple of these used up. All that's left is like the lobster, and these I might even cut down and then put these in my die cuts instead of keeping the full sticker sheet. We'll see what I want to do with that. I didn't use any of the star or the shells, which is fine. Again, I have more beach pictures that I can scrapbook. I did use these pink foam ones, so I've got a couple of them used on this. I did use some of the October Afternoon letter stickers, so these will just go back in my stash again. I used up quite a bit of these Dear Lizzie glittery ones, and like I said, the remainder will go back in the stash. I used up some of these from the pier. This hadn't been even touched before, so I used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So that's good to at least get them started. I used up some of the whimsical, and I don't think I had used any of these prior, so I know there were some flowers and things that I was able to use up, but still have a lot left, so this is going back in my stash. The Saint-Tropez, I got a lot used on this one. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 or 8 of these used. And again, this hadn't been touched, so at least it's started. I was able to use a couple bits off of this one, so again, happy to at least get a few pieces on a layout. And the last embellishment was this Pink Fresh, and I was able to use a few things off of here. So I still have quite a bit left, but more's on the layouts than not. So that was it for the January 2020 For the Love of Homemade Kits. Next week on the 1st, we will, actually tomorrow, on the 1st, we will be showing our kits for February. So come back tomorrow and check out what the new recipe is going to be. You're going to love it, and can't wait to see you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.